Hello, friends and family. It's been a while since I've connected with y'all. Actually, it's been too long. And so I'm kind of ashamed about that, and I regret that because I have so many of you to thank and share my gratitude with. When you go through a stem cell transplant, the day that your stem cells are reintroduced to your body, they count that as D0. It's a hard reset. There's no bone marrow in your bones. So you're not producing any red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and the like. It's a hard reset of your immune system. So you're literally 0 days old immune system. My D0, of course, was November 5th, 2019, which makes today, Monday, August 1st, 2022, D+1000. It's my 1000th day since my stem cell transplant. And I just wanted to give you an update. I feel great. I get tired a little bit, but for crying out loud, I'm 58 years old. I deserve to be tired, right? I'm still undergoing a maintenance treatment for my multiple myeloma. That consists of a daily pill called Revlimid. I take that every day for 3 weeks. Then I take 2 weeks off. Then every 2 weeks, I get a Velcade injection into my abdomen. So that's the maintenance schedule, and I'm not so certain that's going to change really anytime soon. My doctor in the last few months has taken to calling me a bit boring, which is great news to hear from your oncologist, right? It's much better to be boring than to be very exciting from a professional perspective. So I'm kind of settled into a kind of a new normal with my blood values. I am almost always below range on white blood cells. About 2 or 3 times a year, I'll pop up above the minimum range, which is 3.3. Most of the time, I'm around a 2.8. And my neutrophils, range between, say, 1.1 and 1.5 or 1.6, which is good. Neutrophils are the young white blood cells, or the fighter cells that help attack infections and the like. Both those values, while the neutrophils typically are in range, 1.2 or above is in range, but despite the fact that they're low, they haven't prevented me from getting treatment. Knock on wood. So that's good. Also, my treatment I've taken, to combat COVID-19. I've had 4 immunizations, and then earlier in the spring, I was injected with some monoclonal antibodies. You might want to check on that. Called Evusheld, Evusheld. Evusheld. It's not FDA approved, but it does have an EUA, an emergency use authorization for that. From the FDA, and that was injected to me in my buttocks. It's the first shots I've had in my bottom since I was 10 years old or whatever. So it was a fun day over at the infusion center. Got to drop trowel and moon my nurses. Anyways, that's supposed to provide a boost against any types of COVID infection. I'm not letting COVID get me down. My son, say around in May or so, wanted me to help him find a gym. And when I went to go, show him some things in the weight room, it got me missing the weight room. So I've started going to the gym on a semi-regular basis, 2-3 times a week, lifting weights, which I found that, I have missed doing that. I've also had the opportunity to join Paul Truex in Montreal for the Formula One Grand Prix. Even though Ferrari didn't win it, finished second and 4th or 5th, whatever. So it was a good day in the sun. It was great seeing my friend Paul and traveling to Montreal, which is, if you haven't been, it's like going to France without having to travel all the way to Europe to go to France. So that was fun. Also, recently, I was able to do something that's near and dear to my heart, and that's hanging out with my daughter Olivia at our somewhat annual Kenny Chesney father-son, father-daughter concert. It's great being able to spend a day with her, and a couple of weeks ago we were at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles with 80,000 other folks singing along to every song on the Kenny Chesney side. So that was a lot of fun. Continue to work out every day, get strong. I walk. I've already cracked 710 miles on this year on my way to hopefully walking another 1,000 miles. So working along really well. And then, you know, filling up as much as I can. Adopted a new motto with the band, the Chronic Padres, you know, I don't know, maybe, you know, a half a year ago, a little over a year ago. That was punch today in the face. You know, I just like that that type of, I don't know, symbolism that you let today know that you were here and that you wore today out. Not knowing how many more tomorrows that we have. But you know, I like to keep my days full, take it full advantage of the opportunities with each and every one of them. And then as I'm going to bed at night, you know, I kind of give tomorrow a warning that I'm coming for him next. So, you know, I hope you all join me in punching today in the face. Music-wise, the Chronic Padres have been on a bit of a hiatus this summer for a couple of reasons. A real important reason for me is that I've been working with my friend Tom Olenek on completing his book. The book is called Immaculate: How the Steelers Saved Pittsburgh. And we're excited to announce last week that we came to an agreement with Morgan James Publishing to publish that book, and it will be available wherever you buy books later on this year, toward the end of November. So very much looking forward to sharing those the stories that are within that book with readers. We had a lot of fun putting it together, and it's been a learning process, and it's also inspired me to do more and more writing. So looking forward to doing that. But after this book gets edited and published, it's onto some song recordings too, because I got a lot of those built up and ready to go. Anyways, I wanted to just give you a quick update, even though Mike Taft will tell me that 6 minutes plus is not a quick update. But just wanted to again thank you, each and every one of you, for all your love and support unconditionally through this process. Couldn't have done it, of course, without my wife Lori. Lori gave up so much working with me through my stem cell transplant 1,000 days ago. Eventually, it cost her to lose a job that she loved so much. Deeply thankful for her. My sister Ruth for coming out for 2 weeks, despite having 4 kids of her own. She had to deal with a child like me at going through my stem cell transplant. My family, Raymond and Olivia, my parents, and all of you. Thank you, Truexes, for helping us out so much, and my bandmate Scotty. I appreciate y'all. Love you much. Thank you for your support. I look forward to hanging out with you soon. Have a great day, and here's to the next 1,000 days.